Hello, everyone. My name is Natasha,
And I'm Quincy.
and welcome to Lessons My Son Taught Me, Episode 2. And this is a podcast in which we basically talk about anecdotes throughout our relationship, and hopefully they inspire conversation between other parents and children.
Yeah,
Let's jump right in.
yeah, let's do it.
So, today's episode is a beautiful, mushy lesson.
Mm,
And that lesson is how my son taught me um, how to love unabashedly.
mm.
I don't think a lot of people use that word. My son and I are, is it bibliophiles? I think that's a word.
You?
Yeah, bibliophiles. So one of the things I do is, well, I'll look it up later
Okay.
and hope that I use it in the right context.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends know that I love using SAT words,
Mhm.
and oftentimes I am not sure if I use it in the proper context, but it ends up being the proper context just because it is. Let's look it up. Yes, bibliophile, a person who collects or has a great love of books.
Hmm.
So I did use it in the right
Okay. Yeah.
context. So I have acquired a great vocabulary,
Mm.
and so has my son. And what was my point that I was trying to make in that?
Not really sure. I'm not really sure you.
But I think me using that big word threw me off. But what we are here today is, unabashedly. Duh.
Yes, unabashedly.
Thank you.
SAT.
My son taught me how to love unabashedly. And I'm excited about this episode because what he and I have done um, is brought to the table our favorite cards that we have gifted each other.
Yep.
And we're going to pretty much go tit for tat in reading some of our favorites and just kind of discussing how it made us feel, how it makes us feel, and speaks to our relationship
Yeah.
today. And I'm going to save some of the best for last because y'all will not believe, I mean, not believe um, what he has put in some of these cards over the years. So
Mhm.
we will get started. Do you want to start us off?
Yeah. Yeah. I can
Okay,
start us off.
let's go.
Let's see.
Okay, I see you got
Okay.
a couple over there. What you
Yeah.
got?
I'm starting off with the. I'm starting off with this one. Let's see. This is a happy birthday one.
Okay.
It says, "Here's to enjoying the ride of your life, son."
Oh yeah.
It says, "This is for my 17th birthday. If
Uh-huh.
life is a journey, then son, you've definitely made yours an adventurous one." She didn't write this one; it was already in there. And what fun it has been for me along the way. You chase good times and new experiences, whatever road, and they bring you down. And the times I've been there to join you are some of the best times of my life. So on your birthday, here's to you, son, and here's to the amazing ride of your life. Happy birthday. And then she goes
Mhm.
on to say, "Happy year 17, Quincy. So excited to go to Ecuador and the Galapagos. Yeah, with you in
Hey.
6 months. I love you more today than yesterday, but not as much as tomorrow.
Mhm.
Love, love, Mama 2023." That's really nice. Yeah, and you
Yeah.
do like the little pictures. It's cute.
Oh, and this is a really nice card. So what's really special is I love cards. My father, your grandfather,
Mhm.
Papa, really instilled a love of cards in me. And so he was always able to find the most thoughtful, um, thoughtful cards that really spoke to our relationship, that really resonated with me, and I was always eager to receive cards from him.
Mhm.
Okay, so that was something that he and I shared. And I always looked forward to the cards more than I looked forward to the gifts. Okay.
Uh-huh.
He probably started that with me, I want to say, on or around maybe my 15th or 16th birthday. And mind you, I want to say he got me my first bottle of perfume at 16. And maybe other girls got their first bottle of perfume earlier. And I was pressed. I mean, I think it was, if I can remember, it was baby blue jeans or something by like Versace. It was cute. She was
Mm.
cute, you know? But the card was really special. And I'm sure I have it somewhere because I've saved mostly all of my cards that my father has given me over the years. But all that to say, I then in turn feel like I instilled that love of really authentic, genuine cards with my son,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
And making sure I find the perfect card
Yeah.
to speak to whatever the occasion is. And he kind of picked up on that.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
No, y'all, he not only got there, he now like is in the lead.
Mm.
Okay. He is totally in the lead. And so this was your last birthday card that I gave you
Mhm.
in December. So yeah, we're going to the Galapagos, Ecuador and the Galapagos
Yes, I'm excited.
Islands this
Cannot wait.
summer in probably less than what, 40 days or so.
Yeah, it's getting me through school right now.
It's good. Okay, okay. So I'm going to go next. This is a card that you got me for Mother's Day a couple years ago. And it says, an amazing, on the front, it reads, an amazing woman. That's my mom. Oh my gosh. And then on the inside, it says, she has a contagious laugh. I hate my laugh so much.
This
Okay.
would
I, I haven't read this card in a while, but that's so funny.
be.
She has a contagious laugh. She has a big heart to match, and she makes you feel right at home. That's my mom. And it's a trifold. So I open it again, and it says, she makes time. She really listens. She'll do whatever it takes to make you smile. That's my mom. On Mother's Day and always, I'm so glad you're my mom. Love, Quincy. And then he drew a little heart with an arrow through it. And he put a heart over the eye and his name. And it's so sweet. And it's a beautiful card. Gorgeous colors. It's turquoise. I mean, it's so beautiful. I love the repetition of, that's my mom. That's my mom.
Hmm.
Go ahead and put the little card up,
Oh yeah,
display it for the people.
yeah. We're going band for band.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Round for round. That's how we rolling.
All right, that's good.
So I love that one. But yeah, you came out with a heavy hitter. I think
Mhm.
yours is pretty good if I do say so
I'm gonna
myself.
be honest. I didn't know you got in the cards because of Papa. If anybody, I would have expected it to be from like
Grandma Ann.
Grandma Ann. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know your grandmother like
Yeah.
that, son. No, believe it or not, your grandfather is a wonderful card
Mm.
giver. When he gives cards, he
Yeah.
is a wonderful card giver, to his credit. And I've always really appreciated that about him because, you know, the right card can make people feel good.
Yeah.
I'm a
That's.
lyricist, so I know how words have power.
Mm.
And it can just make someone's day, and it can just really touch someone and just let people know how you feel about them when you aren't able to articulate properly.
Hmm.
Sometimes the card can do it for you, or
Exactly.
it says exactly, it's like, oh my gosh, this is how I feel, this
Yeah.
is exactly. um there's a song called When the World Turns Blue by Layla Hathaway and Joe Sample.
Mm,
And I've always loved that song because there's a lyric in there, and mm, she says, and when we are gone, this song will live on. Some stranger will hear and he'll say, this is just how I feel. Every line, every moment is true.
mm,
And real quick, y'all, I'm also a songwriter. So 80 to 90% of my brain is song lyrics. So if I just kind of veer off to the left and start inserting song lyrics, that is why.
mm.
But yeah, that's how cards can be. That's how lyrics can be. And that's why we are here.
Yeah.
So go ahead. What's your next card?
So I actually remember this card vividly, getting it because she put it in one of my lunch boxes in second grade. She used to write like little cute notes in there.
I did. That was the
Yeah, those were
best.
the best. Those pack lunches were good.
Yeah,
Um,
because you were too good to eat the school lunches.
Honestly,
So
yeah.
you really made me, not made me, like by law, I guess I have to take care of you. But you were like, I don't want to eat the school
Yeah.
lunches.
But I ate everything. I wasn't like a
Oh,
picky
yeah.
kid,
Yeah,
except
yeah.
for eggs. But okay, let's see. It says for your birthday, thought you'd enjoy one of those uplifting musical cards.
Mm-hmm.
And then it says, Quincy, hope it's a real gas. You said, ah ha ha, happy 8th birthday. I know it's tomorrow, but I just wanted to surprise you. And then you did like a one eye closed, tongue out face.
Winky
Yeah,
face.
but
Oh,
and it was
yeah.
a baby on the it was a baby in the card, and it
Uh-huh.
of course said love, love, mommy, 2014.
Oh,
Um,
that's the old one.
yeah, it's
That's
from second
that's a
grade.
decade old. Yeah,
Oh
okay.
wow,
It's a decade old.
wow,
Full circle.
yikes, that's
Eerie.
yeah. But basically, anytime you'd open up the card, and I got like a real laugh out of my friends, and I felt like really cool. I was like, oh yeah, guys, my mom
So
gave me this card.
wait, did the baby pass gas?
Yeah, so when you opened it up, there was like it was like I think it was dun 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 bum 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 bum. You know, I don't know if that's
Oh.
Mozart or Bach, but
I don't know. I ain't finna sit up here and lie to you either.
yeah. But anyway, it would just play the song, but it was a parody of it, and it would be like farting, right?
It would be farting.
It would be
Okay, yeah.
farting, and the baby would move, like it would jiggle, and it was really funny. It was cute.
Aw, I love that. And your
So
friends thought it was
yeah,
cool
I thought it was
because your
cool.
mom got you a farting birthday card.
Yeah, they were like
I was
Quincy.
such a cool mom. I'm not like a normal mom. I'm a cool
Yeah,
mom.
you also wrote the song for the school too.
Yeah.
That's really
Oh
cool.
yeah. That's right. I came to your school. It wasn't like show and tell, but it was um so I think throughout the week, if I'm not mistaken, in second grade, my son had this thing. I
It
don't even
was
know what to call it or
mm,
describe it, but where parents got to come in and surprise their kids.
mhm,
And the way that they would try to figure out whose parent was coming in for the week is they would get clues throughout the week.
mhm.
Because I feel I had to share like three clues.
Are you talking about for Grammy, or are
No,
you talking about for?
not talking for Granby. I'm talking about for Newton.
Because for second grade, I remember you. It was for Mother's Day. You
Uh
made a
huh.
parody of "Just the Way You Are" by Bruno Mars
Correct. And
for
that
the
was for
parents.
Newton.
Yeah.
I kind of rewrote the song for you.
Mhm.
And yeah, that was nice. I
Yeah.
rewrote the song.
Yeah. Everybody loved it.
And then you guys sang it at an assembly.
Yeah.
That was sweet. Cool. So here is another. Oh, I love like us remembering these
Yeah. I know. I can't
memories.
believe that was 10 years ago. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so here is another card, and let's see, what was it for? This was for this was a Mother's Day card too. Okay, so
Mm.
the front of it, first of all, shout out to representation because there's a little brown girl on the front.
Yeah.
Love to see it. It says, I know a good mom when I see one. And then when you open it, I'm struggling right now, but it says, there's one, and it literally pops out at you and at me, rather, because Out of one. Out of one. Um, and that's all it says. It says, I know a good mom when I see one. There's one. And it's pointing right at me. And Quincy wrote inside it, Happy Mother's Day to the most resilient woman I know. I love you, Quincy. Now, what's so interesting is like, I remember seeing it. I'm like, I love this card. It's so cute. But goodness, what do you mean resilient? Like, goodness gracious. Like,
Yeah.
you make it seem like I done been through the fire.
I don't. No, that's a good song. Shout out, yeah. Even though, but
Shaka, hold on. Like,
yo,
let's
yeah,
understand the
yeah.
original sample. Thank you very much.
Shaka Khan. Anyway, I don't know. I don't remember when I wrote that. Can I see it real fast?
So I assume it has to have been within like the past, like I want to say maybe 122. I put a year on it belated. That's why you have to put the years on the card so
Mm,
we understand what may have been going on at the time.
yeah.
So I
No.
can't say that that's necessarily accurate.
Well, I mean, it probably is if you wrote it. But yeah, I mean, I just knew. Uh, I think that honestly, you're one of the most hardworking woman in my life, and that's like the truth. You're resilient.
Mm,
And unlike people who say they'll do things
mm-hmm,
and don't stick to them, you actually do. Like I
mm,
remember going on countless walks with you, and you just telling me all your ideas for business ventures,
mm-hmm,
for ways you wanted to make income. Oh, you taught me multiple sources of income. I was the first. You were the one who told me about that.
mm-hmm,
And
absolutely.
yeah, so I just know you to be this hardworking woman who is able to like dream so big, but not only
Mm.
dream is to able to accomplish.
Thank you,
And
Quincy.
I like want to take after that. I want to not be able to only dream, but accomplish as well.
I appreciate that.
So,
I
yeah.
appreciate
And
that.
you're also a mom too. Can't forget that you're a mom. So I know
Yeah,
you have it.
moms are resilient.
Moms are resilient.
Absolutely. Hmm. Okay. All right. What you got left over
And
there?
my card. This is a good one. This was literally for Valentine's Day, but the message was so good.
Hmm.
I had to save it for last. It says, "Son, you've always been special, right from day one. Lovable, talented, friendly, and fun. It says, the person you are and the good things you've done would make anyone proud to have you for a son. Happy Valentine's Day." And then it's like a whole letter in here.
My goodness.
It says, "Quincy, I hope I do an adequate job of telling you how much I love and appreciate you year round. You remain the greatest and purest love of my life,
Mm.
and yet I am so honored to share you with the world. Thank you for being such a beautiful reflection of light in such a dark world. May you shine forever. I love you. Love, love, mommy. 2024." I was just here.
Dang.
Yeah, you were cooking, dude.
Ooh, I
You're
was in
you.
my
Yeah,
bag with that,
you're
baby.
on that pen like Kendrick. You're in there. Ooh.
Ooh.
No, but I love this card, especially for such a. Honestly, I feel like Valentine's Day is one of the most forgettable holidays. Honestly, but for you to
It's
do,
not usually for
yeah,
males or men.
no, it's not exactly. Like I don't typically receive flowers or anything. So for you to
Hmm.
go out of your way to just give me a card, we usually give me stuffed
Always.
animals, and I love that too. I
I give
still
you
have all of them.
Valentine's Day cards
Yeah,
usually. Yeah.
yeah, and stuffed animals. I have all of them.
Yeah.
But for there to be a message like this in a Valentine's Day card, it just I don't know. It caught me by surprise, but it also meant a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah. I'm acting like this wasn't a couple months ago. I'm like,
yeah,
I wrote that.
it's
I
yeah,
was I was feeling some type of way, but I meant it.
yeah,
I meant it.
yeah, and it's a really lovely card. I like the how it's like glossy. It shines in different reflections of the light. So,
It's not jewelry, but I get it. I get it. Okay. Well, it's funny that you should have a Valentine's Day card because I have one
mm,
that is from, I assume, 2022, 2021, 20, no, 20, it should be 2022.
mm,
Um, and on the outside, it says, it's pink and it has kind of like the outline of a house, a
mm,
home. And inside of it, it says, a mom who is giving, loving, and caring also creates those qualities in her children. I
mm,
was like, okay, okay, okay. He sees himself
mm,
And then on the inside, it says, "Thank you for being my inspiration, for guiding me along the right path, and especially for loving me so much. Happy Valentine's Day, Quincy F." And then in all caps, "I love you so much, mama." Shouty capitals. And what was really neat is this illustration that you drew over on the left with the heart. I thought it was a part of the card
Let me see.
because I was like, it looks
Oh,
so
all right.
like, I don't want to, it's whimsical, but it looks so like distinctive. It looked like it was a part of the card. And so I was like, "Quincy, did you draw that?" And you're like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh my goodness." But I
Yeah,
keep forgetting, like, you're an artist.
yeah.
I mean, you're an artist. You do get that from uh, your father
Mm,
and your mom. But yeah, you did that. That was very special.
no, thank you.
So, look at us. We're so mushy.
Hmm. Yeah.
I wonder how many people are gagging right now.
I
But so
think there's some more cards. Honorable mentions.
no, these are not honorable mentions. These are like, the MVPs.
Mm,
But before we go over them, there's just something to say for our relationship and how you've been able to help me love, like I said, unabashedly.
mm,
Like, I have no qualms about loving you as loudly and fearlessly as I do. And I appreciate that even at your age,
mhm,
you are able to reciprocate it. You're not like, "Ill, mom," or, you know, granted, I'm not like trying to kiss your cheek in the middle of like the mall or public,
mm,
but you smooth with it. And you literally reciprocate the same energy I put out, and it makes me confident in loving you that way.
mm.
And I don't, hmm, this might be this is going to be resounding when I say this, but um, what I have realized is that my relationship with you has essentially been the healthiest relationship I have maintained,
Mm.
okay, in almost 18 years, because you'll be 18 later this year. And I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud of how I've nurtured it and how it's grown. So I look forward to how it will continue to grow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was really nice. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So let's see. What else do I have here? Um,
It's a long note.
so this one is. Oh my goodness. Oh, so many good ones. Okay. Well, let's just talk about the fact that it is Mother's Day today, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I received a beautiful card per usual. It's gorgeous because it's my aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
Um, white and gold. I love me
Mm-hmm.
some gold.
Yeah.
And on the inside, it says, "I don't know when I first started to realize just how lucky I was to have someone who was on my side, to learn from someone who had my best interests at heart, to know I never had to face anything alone. Lucky to have you, the best mom in the world. Happy Mother's Day." And you wrote in, "I have no words. Every day I watch you strive to be greater, and that pushes me to be a better man. I love you, mama." And then in parentheses, you literally put parentheses. I don't know why you put parentheses, because you just could have written it
Yeah.
without. But in parentheses, you put so, so, so much Q. And that was from 2024.
Mm-hmm.
And I love this because it really is sometimes kind of like you wrote, wrote it yourself.
Yeah.
You did a good job
Thank you, Mama.
with picking that one.
Thank you.
You be spending a little coin on your mama. Let's see. This card is
A birthday card.
Mm.
and it looks like it's from 2022. And I think this is probably when you decided you were going to start um, digging deeper to write out your feelings on the left side of the card. So on the front of the card, it reads, "For you, mom, celebrating you and loving you too, for all of the wonderful mom things you do."
Mm.
And inside it says, "I just wanted you to know that I love and appreciate you and that I'm wishing you happiness on your birthday." And then you decided to write on the left side, "Dear Mama." Okay, little Tupac. Okay. Um, "I want to thank you for shaping me into the man I am today. I could have been very different, so I wanted to thank you." I don't know how different you could have been, but thank goodness you aren't that different. "Your motivation and self discipline shows me that it's not impossible. Your determination also shows me, which has been shown many times. I love you more than anything, even though you have choice words. LOL. I hope you have a wonderful year and tons of more wonderful years to come. Your son," like who else would be sending me this? No. "Your son Quincy." I loved this because you spoke to my motivation, my self discipline, and determination. It let me know how you're watching me. You're always watching me.
Mm.
And I'm mindful of that because I try to be a good example for you. And um, I mean, I don't know what you mean by you could have been very different, but I get it. I get it. Now, what you mean by choice words, I.
I don't even know. I don't even know. It was your
So
birthday.
I imagine that you mean sometimes I can pop off, you
Yeah, no,
know.
I think that was it.
So for those who don't know, which is everyone, because who knows us,
Hmm.
um, my son and I are both proud Sagittarians. I My birthday is December 8th, his is December 6th. And if you listen to the first episode, um, I essentially went into the hospital to give birth when I was 19
Mm.
and was discharged when I was 20. So my son and I are exactly 20 years and 2 days apart.
Yeah.
And so naturally, we're very close. But even though we were born that close, we are pretty different, right?
Hmm.
I'm the lit fuse. I and Quincy is just so calm and measured and patient. And y'all, don't get me wrong, I tried to be. I really, really tried to be. And most of the time I succeed. I just have a very, very low tolerance, okay? And we're just going to leave it at that. We're just going to leave it at that. But I really appreciate the fact that Quincy um, is is very much the what yin to my yang to
Hmm.
my yin, whichever the more masculine is of
Mm.
that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. You
Yeah,
can
I can't
you
recall
go.
at the moment. But finally, what is it? The pièce de
Piece
résistance.
de resistance.
Sure, that thing. Um, this is the card that you gave me for my birthday last year. And so it's so ironic because you started with the card I gave you for your birthday last year.
Oh yeah.
And I'm ending with the card that you gave me
Yeah.
for my birthday last year. So both in sync like a metronome. And on the front, it reads, "For you, mom, with love from your son." There are no words to describe how thankful I am for all you've done and how much I admire the special woman you are. inside it says, "There are no words to tell you how wonderful it feels to have you for my mom, but I love you comes the closest. Happy birthday." And it's short, sweet, and to the point. Underneath, he writes, "To the strongest woman I know, love, Quincy," in parentheses, "your son," as if I would forget. Like, dang, like, do I have Alzheimer's? Goodness gracious. But, like, please, your constant reminders of who you are in my life, as if I don't have just one child. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not hiding, the world from my son, or my son from the world for that matter.
Mm.
But it's cute. It's cute. You can keep it up. I don't mind. Um, on the left, you write, "This is what really, really touched me. I don't think I was expecting it. I know I wasn't expecting it." It says, "Mama, I have zero words to describe you. That's because your physical and emotional and spiritual presence astonishes me. Your energy is one that shows me the embodiment of dedication itself. How hard you work. You literally started from the bottom and now you're here. Watching you live life makes me not only want the best for myself, but for you as well. You've taught me so many things about life, humans, and how to live. The impact you have made on my life pushes me to keep going every day. I have multiple purposes in this life, and I know that one of them is to make you happy. I hope you keep enjoying life to the fullest and don't stop grinding, because this bag not gonna catch itself."
Mm-hmm.
This was so poignant. And y'all, when I tell you, I boo hoo cried. I cried so hard. I probably couldn't stop. I literally couldn't keep myself from crying for like 15 minutes straight.
Mm.
I cried until my head hurt. And that's hard because I suffer from, migraines.
Mm.
But I mean, I don't know what came over you, the spirit of Langston Hughes and James Baldwin, because what you wrote, like, what you talking about, son? Like, my physical and emotional and spiritual presence
Mm.
astonishes you. Like, what he say?
What?
I said what he say because I don't want to say his name, but I'm finna quote some lyrics. "You don't really love me. You don't love me like my child." Like, you know
Mm.
what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, that really, really, it affirmed me in so many ways. It was a warm hug. It was confirmation. It was affirmation. It was motivation, inspiration. All the
Mm.
Asians. All the Asians, baby. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what compelled you to write that, but I was so glad that you did. And it's to date the number one card, most special card that I've ever received, hands down, from anyone. And of course, from you.
Mm. I'm glad. I think now looking back on it,
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of it has to do. A lot of the cards that I write to you are more so like praises, more
Mm-hmm.
praises of like, because when I know that you see in me a patient, uh, more calm person, but I see in you a lot of the things that I want to be as well. And I've taken from you a lot of, what's the word?
Qualities or
Yeah, qualities and
characteristics.
characteristics such as like
Mm-hmm.
time management. And I look at you, I see your agendas, I see how trained you are.
People think I am absolutely
Look,
nuts.
but it works though.
It do.
It
I ain't
works.
gonna
Practice
hold
makes
you.
perfect. The way you get up every morning. Look, if I was a teacher,
Mm-hmm.
I would have called it quits the first year. I'm gonna be so honest with you. Like, you get up, you go on walks,
Mm-hmm.
you tolerate people who shouldn't need to be tolerated,
Mm.
and
Say that
but
again. Say that
you
again for the
tolerate
people.
people who shouldn't need to be tolerated.
Okay. All
But
right.
another thing is, I think the biggest thing, even though I have patience to withstand people,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the voice to speak up, you know,
Mm,
but you do.
I
You're
do.
quick to
I
cut
do.
somebody off. And that's something that I admire about you because you're not afraid what people think, you know, and I don't know. I just look up to you.
Mm.
I don't know. I'm gonna get too emotional,
Oh
but
my gosh, Quincy.
just to end it off. But
I feel you, kid. I feel you. I don't think I realized that because here I am. I've always kind of like chastised myself a little. I've chastised myself a little bit
mm,
because I feel like I need to step my game up
mm,
sometimes because of the consideration and the patience that you display. I could show a little bit more of that myself.
mm,
And I feel like I do, but not as much as you do. So I value you sharing with me that there are qualities and characteristics that I have that you aspire to because sometimes I'm like, Natasha, that ain't it, you know,
yeah. I mean, well, like you say all the time, we're our own worst.
critic.
Yeah, we're our own worst critics. So
We are. That is for sure. That is absolutely for sure.
mm,
Well, I am so grateful for this concrete
yeah,
display of loving each other unabashedly.
mm,
Um, and I look forward to the cards yet to come. And I'm just so grateful for what we continue to water because it will bloom like crazy.
mm-hmm,
That's what I know. That's what I know.
yeah.
And of course, I love you, Quincy.
I love you too, mama.